Hey everybody and welcome to this video. I'm InksLaura123 and in this video I'm going to be doing a book themed tag. So I'm really excited to do this. I haven't done a tag video for a little while and I got this tag idea from the amazing Melissa and her books. Now without a doubt she is my favourite booktuber. I love watching her videos. Literally if a notification goes off on my phone that she's uploaded a video, I'll be like, stop everything, I need to watch. Honestly, I love her videos, and over the years that I've watched her, I've had so many, books that I found through watching her videos. Like her book recommendations are just brilliant. And I think we read quite similar books. So I know that if she says, that it's a good book, I'm probably going to like it. Or even if I've never heard of a certain book and I'll see it on her video and I'm like, ooh, that sounds good, so really good channel. And I love the way she, when she's doing her book reviews and stuff, she actually, really goes into the story and the characters. She describes it really well. And yeah, I just really like her. I love watching her. She's such a sweet lady as well. So please go and check out her channel, Melissa and her books. I'll put the link down below, so there is no excuse. Click that link, go and give her some love and support, subscribe to her, watch her videos, and yeah. So I did watch her video that she did of this tag. It's called the TBR Shelf Tag. She got it from a friend of hers who's also a booktuber. And I left a comment on this video saying, is it okay if I do this tag as well, kind of thing. And she was like, yeah, of course. So yeah, I'm going to be doing it. So if anyone watching this video wants to do this tag, you are officially tagged by me. I have tagged everybody watching it. Right, so yeah, it's about your TBR books that you've got to read. So I've got some books here that I've selected. Obviously, I've gone through all the questions and I've, done a little hunt round my bookcases. And yeah, let's get started because I'm rambling. All right, now I'm going to put my glasses on because I need them. Here's my glasses. Right, so yeah, TBR shelf. Question number 1 is, how do you keep track of your TBR pile? Well, I don't actually keep track of it. I'm really not an organized person. I need to be more organized. That is definitely something I want to do in the future. I say that every year, it doesn't work out, but like some people are really organized with their TBR. They'll keep a list or something, or they'll keep a certain part in their bookcase that just TBR books. But I don't know, I just kind of have shelves and shelves of books that I know I haven't read, and piles and piles of books as well that I know I haven't read. And I'm just like, yeah, I know I haven't read that one, I haven't read that one, I haven't read that one, I'll read that soon, I'll read that soon. So it's not really organized very well, but it is in the fact that my mind knows what books I've read, and I've kept to just collect and keep, and what books I've got that I haven't read yet that I need to read. Does that make sense? I hope so. So yeah, I do need to be more organised. Maybe in the future, I will sit there one day and when I'm really bored and just write like a massive long list of all my books I've got to read, and maybe like make some form of order. I don't know. I probably won't end up doing that, but it's a thought, right? Number 2, is your TBR mostly in print or ebook? So I don't read books on like a Kindle or anything. I literally like the old-fashioned book. I like holding a book in my hand. I like turning the pages. I like having a little sniff of the book. I know it sounds a little bit creepy, but I'm sure other people do it too, don't they? But yeah, I love books. I don't want to sit there on some electronic device and do this. And I know a lot of people do. And obviously if you're traveling and stuff, it's probably great because you haven't got to like lump around loads of books. You just, have your little Kindle. But for me, as I say, I just prefer good old fashioned books. So number 3, how do you determine which book you're going to read next from your TBR? So once again, some people are organised. They have this list and, they'll have it all in order. I'm going to read this one and then that one and that one. I have tried to do that in the past. I have tried to make some form of list, or I'll keep a certain 6 books separate that I'm going to read next. But something happens to me and I'm just like, I just don't do it. Basically, I'm a mood reader. And so, for example, if I have a certain book to read next, right, I'll pick it up and I think, I don't fancy a horror. I fancy a romance, or I'll fancy a sci-fi, or I'll fancy a thriller, So I am really a mood reader. And I think that's why I struggle with doing the whole kind of, you know, I must read this book and then this book. So that is the only way I determine how to read the next book. I literally just go with my feelings, go what I fancy, and what mood I am in. I like to kind of see my bookcases as if I'm in a bookshop. I know that sounds really weird, but weird is good, don't forget. But I like to pretend I'm in a bookshop. I'm like looking around like, what one should I have? And that becomes my next read. Very true story. Very odd I am. All right, next one is number 4. What book has been on your TBR the longest? So there's probably loads more that I could have shown for this answer, but this was one of them that I know for definite has been on the TBR list for like ages and ages, good couple of years. So this is The Dark Days Deceit by Alison Goodman, and this is like number 3 in the trilogy of the Dark Days Club, and then you had the Dark Days Pact. I loved both of them, and this is the final one, so you get to find out, you know, what happens, all the loose ends tied up, etc. But it's beautiful, isn't it? It's a beautiful book. But I just don't know why I've never got around to reading it. It's just kind of sat there, and I think here's the thing with me, like really quickly, when it comes to series, I read a lot of standalones and I also read a lot of series, okay, of books. And with a series, because I read so many books in between, I kind of forget what happened like in the last book. You know, in most series, you know, books are out, what, every year? Once a year or every couple of years or whatever. And of course, by the time I get to the next one, I think, oh, I can't remember what happened. So I have to go online, I have to read all the recaps and stuff like that. So I think when I go and pick up that next book in the series, I just kind of get a bit like put off and think, I'll just read a standalone. I haven't got to, you know, read up what happened in the last one because I can't remember what happened. But I do have, as I say, a few series that I know I've got to finish off, that I've got books of, and this is one of them. And I do want to make next year the year that I finish off some of the series. So I've got like trilogies that I've read 1 and 2, but not number 3, that kind of thing. So yeah, this book has been on there a while, is what I'm trying to say. But there are more where that come from that have probably been on there even longer. But that was the one I found that I could show you. All right, so the next question is number 5. Find a book that has been recently added to your TBR. So I've got a few new books recently, some like second-hand books in charity shops or eBay, some new books as well from Waterstones, more second-hand ones than new, to be fair, because they're cheaper, obviously. But I found a book that I've had added recently, and this I got from eBay, and this is called I Know You Remember, and it is by Jennifer Donaldson. So yeah, this is a thriller. It says here on the front, one girl went missing, one girl never forgot. It's about 2 friends, Zara and Ruthie. And then Zara goes missing. They haven't been like the best of friends for a little while, and they've been separated, kind of thing. She's been away. She's come back, and a former kind of best friend has gone missing. So not only is she kind of finding out things about her that she didn't know, what's been happening with her friend while she was away and how she's changed, etc. But she's also trying to work out, where is she? Why is she missing? What's happened to her? Is she okay? I love these kind of like young adult thrillers. Like, I love them. So yeah, this is the one I literally got turned up in the post a few days ago. So that's, recently added. Next question, number 6. A book that is on your TBR just because of its beautiful cover. So can I just say, I'm not that sort of person that, judges a book by its cover. However, sometimes you have to, right? Come on, we've all been in a bookshop now and again and seen a book that is just so beautiful, and you think, oh, I just want that for the cover. It would look so good on my bookcase, And then you read the back of it and you're like, yeah, it's not really my thing, but you still get it anyway just because it looks nice. Or is that just me? I don't know. And this is kind of like, this book here is kind of that. I bought this book without even reading what it was about. I'll be honest with you. And literally the only reason I bought this, I found it in a charity shop. However, it looked brand new, which was a result. I got it for like £1 or something. But I just literally loved the cover of it. It's just so pretty. Look at that. It's like majestic and magical, and pink and gold, and they're looking at each other, and just, oh, I love it. So this is called, oh, and yeah, the sprayed edges are beautiful as well. Look, you can see all the gold and stuff stenciled on the hold on, where is it? Oh yeah, 1,000 Nights it's called. 1,000 Nights, and it is by E.K. Johnston. My dad's ringing me as I'm filming this video. I'll have to ring him back. Every time I go and film a video, right, I completely forget to put it on flight mode so the calls don't come through. And yeah, anyway, I'll ring him back in a minute, no problem. But yeah, this is just such a beautiful cover. So yeah, I have lots of books though that I really love the look of, especially books like sprayed edges. I get mega excited when I pick up a book that I've ordered or whatever, and it's got like beautiful sprayed edges. To me, like, book covers are pieces of art. Like, some book covers are just, a little bit boring, but some book covers to me are like pieces of art. I could literally just look at a book cover for ages, like I would at a painting or something. Does anyone else do that? I don't know. Uh, anyway, next question is a book on your TBR that you never plan on reading. So I did a little sort out this week. I was trying to do a bit of a clear out in my house and stuff. So I have got rid of a few books. Some I'm selling on eBay, some I give to local charity shops and stuff. But, they were the books that I thought, I'm never going to read. I love the look of them at the time, and then I'm like, nah, it's not really my thing. So those I got rid of. But there are probably a few kind of strays that kind of kept on the bookcase, but there's no rush to read them. Do you know what I mean? They're books that obviously I liked at the time because I got them, but they're not really like, oh, can't wait to read that one. So I had a little look at my bookcases. As I say, I've done a clear out, so there weren't that many left of books that, were like this. But this is the one. I mean, it says never plan on reading. I can't say I never plan on reading, but I just word it differently. I don't plan on reading it anytime soon. You get me? So this is by Erin McCarthy. I picked this book up in a charity shop, and I simply got it because it looked cool and I like the title. It's called Sucker Bet, A Tale of Vegas Vampires. So I've always been into vampires ever since I was a little girl, and I love gambling. And look, the dice have got like bats on them and stuff, which is pretty cool. So, it says gamble with a vampire and you might just lose your mortal life. I mean, it sounds really fun, but then I look at my other books I've got and I'm like, yeah, I won't read that one. But one day, a gambling vampire story will be in my mind, but not quite yet. But it didn't go to the charity shops or on eBay, so it's all good. All right, next question is number 8, an unpublished book on your TBR you are excited about reading. So I'm gonna make so many people jealous right now. That sounds really horrible. In a nice way, because I have this one here. So this is a book that is unpublished as yet. It doesn't come out to December. I have a proof copy, an advanced proof copy that the publisher sent to me, and it is the brand new book by Karen M. McManus. It's called The Cousins. This is obviously not going to be the final cover. I have seen the final cover online and stuff, which is beautiful. This is like the special edition kind of proof copy, but oh my god, it says here, you know what you did. Once you read the story, if you do, you'll find out why that is such an important line. Just brilliant. It's just, I can't believe I've got it. It's The Cousins. Yeah. So I know this question did say that you're excited about reading. I have literally just finished reading this book this morning. So it's kind of like I've cheated on this answer because I have read it. But I know this is a book that I was mega excited about, and also it's not been published yet officially until December. Only the proof copies obviously, but yeah, I'm really I'm not going to go into it now, but I really want to say this book was so good, and if you've read her other books and you love all the young adult thrillers, you will absolutely love this one as well, I'm sure. So look out for it when it comes out. Other books that I'm excited about that I haven't obviously got, I mean, there's just so many. I know I want to read the new Bridget Collins book. That's on my TBR. I've got a Goodreads page. If you want to come and follow me on there, I'll put the link down below to that. And on there you can look at books I've got to read in that section. And I know there's loads, obviously, coming out in November and December, and then obviously next year as well. But one off the top of my head would be the new Bridget Collins book, which comes out in November, and I can't remember what it's called. I think it's The Betrayals, if I remember rightly. Beautiful cover as well. So yeah, there's a lot of books that I'm excited about coming out in the future. All right, next question, number 9, a book on your TBR that you feel everyone else has read but you. So I watch, quite a few booktubers. Obviously, as I say, Melissa and her books is without a doubt my favorite. But yeah, I do watch a few other booktubers as well, and I find that they go on about certain books and you feel like you're the only person who hasn't read it, and everyone's going on about it. But This is a book that I remember seeing around BookTube all the freaking time. Everyone was going on about this book and also saying how amazing it was, how funny, how, you know, weird and different it was. So I kind of thought, yeah, everyone's saying this is going to be amazing and stuff. I'm going to get it. I found it on eBay really cheap. It's called My Lady Jane. Who's it by? Who's it by? Oh, Cynthia Hand. I've read a Cynthia Hand book before. Brodie Ashton and Jodie Meadows. Now, the cover that everyone used to show, like when they were holding up the book and talking about it, their covers looked completely different. When my one turned up in the post, it had a lady and a man like with a horse head, and I was like, what? Because yeah, I just didn't expect that. But I don't know. I mean, apparently it's supposed to be really, really funny, and it's like a kind of it says here hilarious and just and a touch smexy look at English history. So, you know, it's about the real Queen of England, but not the nasty version where her head is chopped off, but the one with lots of humour, romance and galloping around. Lady Jane must keep her wits to survive, but it's tricky when your downfall is being plotted and your new husband forgets to tell you that he turns into a horse. I was like, It does sound a little bit weird, but as I say, everyone was raving about this, including some of the, you know, favourite booktubers that I've got. So I did get it on eBay, but I'm like, am I the only one that's not read this book? Yeah. Next up is number 10, a book on your TBR everyone recommends. So yeah, I think it's got to be Wilder Girls. The amount of people who say this is a must read. I got this last year, I think it was. I still haven't read it, or it might have been this year, actually, earlier in the year. But yeah, everyone raves about how good this book is. They told us to wait and stay alive, but really cool cover as well. It looks really creepy. I'm not sure if it's like more of a kind of, it says here that it's a story, it's an addictive thriller about survival and the power of female friendships, but it looks a bit creepy as well. I think they're like in some place and then they get out and find the real world is completely different than what they've been experiencing. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm sure someone also said it was a bit kind of like spooky as well. So I know everyone raves about it. I'll get to read it at some point. Okay, so I think this is this is the last one. Last question, which is how many books are there? Oh, no. I apologise. A book on your... got 2 more questions left. A book on your TBR you're dying to read. So, you know, look, I'm excited to read all of my books that I've got, like literally all of them. And there are a lot, which I'll tell you about in the next question. But there are some that I'm more excited to read than others. You know, some books I look at my bookcase and be like, oh yeah, that looks a good one. I must read that soon. There's other books I'm like, I'm so happy I've got that. I can't wait to read that one, you know. But I've chosen this one for this answer, and it's a book that I got recently on eBay, Slasher Girls and Monster Boys. So this is a collection of short stories. It says here that it's an anthology featuring some of the best thriller and horror writers around. The cover is really creepy, which I love. I love a bit of creepy stuff. It says classic tales, brand new nightmares. It's got some really amazing authors in this. And I said this recently in a bookish themed video that I never used to like short story books that much. But recently I've kind of got into them. And I think the thing with like short stories, you don't have to read the whole book at once. I could just pick it up one day, read like a couple or 3 or whatever, put it down, get another book. And then another day, read another story. Do you know what I mean? So that's cool. But yeah, this features some brilliant authors that I love, like Marie Lu, Lee Bardugo, I can never say it, Kendare Blake. It says here, it says, a host of the sharpest young adult authors come together in this collection of terrifying tales and psychological thrillers. To which I love both. Each story draws from a mix of literature, film, television, or even music to offer something new, fresh, and unsettling. So it's kind of like going to be creepy thrillers, you know, based on like music and films. I just think it sounds really cool, and I'm mega excited. Maybe I'll read the stories like here and there throughout the week or so, or maybe I'll just sit and read, like devour the whole thing all at once. I don't know, but I am mega excited about that one. And the last question, here we go, even though I got a bit confused there. The last question is number 12, which is how many books are on your TBR list? Oh, God. Right, so, well, I've had a rough count because I've got like 4 bookcases in my house. And oh, it's awful. It sounds really bad. I feel like awkward saying this, but I must have over 250 books on my TBR. Some people might only have like 10. Maybe some people have got a lot more. Maybe like 250, they're like, is that it? Oh, I've got more than that. I don't know. But for me, that does sound quite like, ooh, a bit of a pressure on me to read them all. But yeah, it's about 250. There's probably a bit more than that, to be fair. As I say, I've got the bookcases, I've got piles of books here, piles of books there. And some books obviously take longer than others to read. You know, some books are like really slimline books, some are like big, thick hardbacks. So yeah, basically a lot of books, over 250 at least. Anyway, what I'll do, by the way, with this tag video, I'll put the questions down below in the description box. So you can just like copy and paste them or jot them down. So if you do want to do this video, which I hope you do, because I want to see people's answers, I'll have all the questions down below in the description box. And, you know, get some books like I did, show them, talk about them. I think it's fun. You know, I love doing videos like this. I'm a very proud bookworm, and nothing, you know, makes me more happy than sitting talking about books, basically. So yeah, there we go. That is the end of the video. If you've enjoyed watching, which I hope you have, please click like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel, please. Don't forget to check out Minxlaw123 ASMR, my other YouTube channel. On that channel, I make videos to help people relax and feel nice and calm and chilled out and sleep. So yeah, check out Minxlaw123 ASMR. If you want to come and follow me on social media, please do. At Minxlaw123 on Twitter, and Instagram is Minxlaw123. And if you want to become a channel member, that would be super awesome. Press the join button now. And for as little as £1 or $1 a month, you can become a member of the 123 family. Now, before I end this video, it's a little extra here that I'm going to throw in. I just wanted to really quickly show you and tell you about the book I'm currently reading. So this right here is my current read. I'd gone on this list the other day. I don't know where I found it. I found a list of like, you know, Halloween spooky reads and stuff. And I saw this book and I was like, oh, that looks good. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I saw the film I Know What You Did Last Summer so many years ago, like literally years ago. I can't remember anything about it at all. So I don't know if this book is based on the film, or the film is based on the book, or if it's just nothing at all to do with the film, separate stories, just same title. So I have no idea. And I don't want to look it up in case I get any spoilers, obviously. So yeah, this is the book I'm currently reading, and it's by Lois Duncan. It's called I Know What You Did Last Summer. Some Secrets Won't Stay Buried. And this is quite a slim book for me. I reckon I'll either get that done tonight or tomorrow. Actually, probably tomorrow, because I've got things to do tonight. But yeah, I started it this morning. I'm already on chapter 4, and it's so good. I'm like, ooh. Love it, love it, love it. So I'll read the back to you really quickly. It says, last summer, 4 terrified friends made a desperate pact to conceal a shocking secret. But now someone has learned the truth and the horror is starting again. There is an unknown avenger out there who is stalking them in a deadly game. Will he stop at terror, or is he out for revenge? This summer, 4 friends are going to learn that some secrets won't stay buried. So good. I'm really enjoying it. So check it out if it's anything that you would like, if it's your cup of tea. This author's done a couple of other books which sound really good. There's Killing Mr. Griffin and Don't Look Behind You. Like, why do every horror film, they always say that, don't look behind you? And you're like, if someone says that, you're going to look behind you. Anyway, I'm rambling. So anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. Please click like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to smash the notification bell as well. Happy reading, and please do this tag. If you do, as I say, put the link to your video down below and I can come and have a look at it, leave you a comment and stuff. So yeah, thank you, take care, and thank you to the lovely Melissa and her books for this tag and let me do it. Yeah, bye.